Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, welcome. Make sure to hit that like button. And in today's video, we're finally getting to painting the body for my Yokomo RD 2.0. Make sure to go check out the last few videos I posted on unboxing all the stuff, to the introduction to the drift series, the installation video of all the electronics up until this point. So today I'm going to cut and prep the body, get everything taped off, painted, and then I got some magnetic mounts. We're going to mount the thing, and then we should be drifting. Alright, and the body that I chose is the Yokomo Nissan Fairlady Z 400Z with the Pandem kit. Here's pretty much what it looked like painted. Now I still can't decide if I want to do just a single color and then add like graphics decals on the side later and do like a drift livery, or if I should tape off some stuff on the inside and do a two-toned. As of right now, my plan is to use the metallic green and then back that with the silver, and then the black I can back that with eventually and do all like the trim bits like that. And when I did the unboxing video for the body and the accessories I got for it, I mentioned it did come with window masks pre-cut, so that's very nice. That'll help out with the masking. Also comes with the standard like grill and headlight windshield decals. I won't be using pretty much any of these. I try not to use stickers as much as I can. I like to do it all with paint. I will be cutting out and using the little Nissan logo, your badge. And to help out with the scale look, from Sideways RC, got the Z mirrors. Come with the little reflective stickers. And then also the Hobby Park magnetic mounts. Got that red and black, kind of match with my theme. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is clear off the bench, make some room, and I'm going to start trimming the edges and excess and wheel wells out of the body. And then also I can cut out the taillight, headlight buckets, the rear spoiler and diffuser and things like that from here. And as far as tools, I have some curved scissors, some straight ones, some other smaller curved ones, and an X-Acto knife. And I always use a fresh blade every time I do a body, so it's nice and sharp. Make sure if you're doing this to be very careful, because it's super easy to slip and cut yourself. Ask me how I know.
I'm in danger!
Alright, so first I'm going to do is cut along the bottom, get some of this flashing out of the way, and then around the wheel wells. Alright, got everything trimmed off the sides, and you'll be left with a pile of scraps here. I always keep these just in case you need to use them for making like brackets or canards or anything like that. Just always good to keep around. Alright, so what you're going to do now is all the little rough edges around where you cut, go back with some sandpaper, or I use like a Dremel tool with the little sanding disc. That way you can make all the rounded areas smooth and get all the flat areas nice and flat. Then after that we can work on body mount placement and see where we're going to do the magnets and all that. Alright, so I got the body all cut out and edges all smoothed out with the Dremel. Looking pretty good. And when I did put this on here the first time, I did notice that my wires were sticking up a little too far, and I don't want to have to cut the back of that if I don't have to. So I took the screws out and I rotated the motor forward to bring these down closer to here. They were up here before, now they're here, so that's why I left extra slack in these, so there's still a little bit of slack, so it's not super tight. But now I should have the clearance for it to not really interfere with the back of the car. Alright, I just set it on top of there and not going to have any clearance problems. Definitely going to look really cool Now, it's going to be the hardest part is going to be deciding on what to do for the paint. Let's do it all metallic green backed by the silver, and then do decals on the outside later, or do like a two-tone with like a little bit of orange in between, or I could do like silver, green, and black. So many choices.
I can do anything.
Alright, now while I'm thinking about the paint job, I'm going to work on the body mounts. Probably going to use a mixture of these red and black magnetic mounts that I ordered. Some random pieces from an old Traxxas build. Alright, let's see if we can figure it out. So these are the mounts. Nice anodized red, black hardware. And then it's kind of hard to tell the other magnet in here. It's like recessed. So when you glue these in and the magnets stick together, it's always going to be in that same place. So that's kind of nice. So I'm going to be using some of those pieces from a Traxxas body mounting kit to make this as sleek and small as possible. Alright, so I got the rear mounted. Give you a little better look here. Just have short little pieces. Just the little guys attaching to the shock tower arm there. On the second hole in. So nice and sleek, doesn't stick out a whole lot. But alright, we got the rear ones pretty much figured out. Now let's turn around and work on the front. Alright, then for the front, same thing, the shock towers are right here. I can just do another little shorter one and have the magnets like right there in the middle of the hood or off to the side where it's more flat. Alright, I got the front ones installed. Not a really big fan of these mounts. I wanted to use the posts that came with the car, and these were supposed to, slide over that and then screw into like the pinholes. But the holes on these are way bigger than the pins, so they were just super loose and flop back and forth.
That's what she said.
It doesn't look too bad. I like how it doesn't stick out a whole lot. These are the stock body mount posts. So at the base right here, it's thicker than on the actual post itself with the little pinholes. So that's where I use the grub screws to clamp down on it. I think before I final mount the body, I might change these up, but for the sake of the video and painting this body, these should be fine for right now. I can always upgrade it later. I'm going to trim these posts so they don't stick out. Then you got the rears. See, nothing too crazy sticking out, nice and sleek and light. Alright. Guess now I can start with the body prep. Wash the inside out with some soapy water. Dry it out. And then we can start masking the windows and getting it taped off and ready for paint. Alright, now that I got all that and the magnets are ready to go. So before I wash this out with soapy water and all that and clean it and dry it, I'm going to cut out the rest of these extra little parts. The tail light and headlight buckets. I've already cut out the duckbill spoiler. Alright, the spoiler. I think it looked pretty cool. They do offer a wing too for this, but I kind of like the duckbill spoiler. So I'll roll with that. I'm going to use double-sided tape for this, I think. So down the road I could always take this off and put a big wing on there. Got all the little pieces cut out. Tail light, headlight buckets, the canards, these little window things for the corner windows. And then the wing I just have taped on here just to kind of see what it looks like. And since we're doing all the little accessories, I kind of wanted to open up these Z mirrors from Sideway RC. Got the mirrors here. Comes with a little Sideways RC sticker. And then the chrome window decals. And these are actually like mirror-like. Not just painted chrome. These are kind of nice. Should add a nice scale touch. And you got the mirrors. Actually not bad quality. There's like no mounting holes or anything like that, so I gotta figure out how to mount it. If I'm just gonna do double-sided tape or drill this and put like a screw through the other side. Not too sure yet, but they're definitely gonna look cool.
It is scientific fact.
Alright, I got the body washed out on the inside with soapy water and dried out. Now I'm gonna use the window masks that came with it. Get this thing taped up, and then we're going to figure out, after I do the windows, I'm going to figure out what I'm going to keep black. If I'm going to do the black trim from the inside, I might do it on the outside to do kind of like a two-tone, more realistic look. But we'll get these window ones on first, and then we'll see. All the window masks seem to be going on pretty good. Good quality vinyl. Alright, now let's get the rest of these done. Alright, I'm just putting the little masking pieces on the headlight bucket. The little lens part in the center, and then the elongated one. That'll be clear. And then these little swooshes you see are going to be silver. So I'm going to paint this black. And then I'll pull these little swoosh things off and then do silver. So it'll be black and silver, and then the clear lenses for the light. Should look pretty cool. Alright, I think I have everything taped off. Headlights, taillights, all the windows. And on the headlight buckets and taillight buckets, we got those done. Like I said before, this is going to be like a silver and black, two-toned. And then with the taillights too, the bottom strips here, hard to see, but the bottom strips have like little ridges in them. Them are going to be silver. And then the two lines above it are going to be for the brake and tail lights. And now I'm going to go through and tape off on the inside of here some of the things I want black. So once I have all the things I want black taped off, I will spray the green and then the silver. And then I'll pull off the masking underneath of there of the things that I wanted black. Then I'll spray everything black. And then it should be good to go. It'll be the green, the black, and then I decided I could just add decals and stuff on the side later to make it look more drift car. Alright, got all the masking done, all the stuff that I want to be black, like the trim around here. Little side pieces. The rear part. I've got tail lights, headlights, spoiler, canards, all that stuff is ready to go. And also something that bothered me about the body was on the bumper, there's like this little nub that sticks up. Yeah, it was like part of the bumper that comes up. I think it was like a license plate bracket. Well, I cut that off. I think it looks way better with that cut off. Plus, I'm going to have a front mount intercooler in here, so. Alright, got everything ready. First step is to do the green. Do a nice light coat of green. Spoiler as well. Still might change my mind and end up painting this black. Not too sure yet. Let this dry for 10 to 15 minutes and then do the next coat. And while I'm waiting for the green on the body to dry before the next coat. I'm going to hit some of these pieces with the black. Alright, got 2 coats of black on the headlight and taillight buckets and the canards. Then I got 2 coats of the PS17 metallic green. Can already start and get a flashlight here. Some of that sparkle. I'm going to do 1 more coat of the green and then back it with silver. Alright, got 3 coats on. Looks pretty good. Nice and even. Now after this is dry, I'm going to back this with the silver. And then after that, I can peel off this masking and then do the final black. And then that masking that I pull off should show the trim on the outside. The silver is dry enough. Now I'm coming in and taking that masking off. So that way now when I spray everything black, everything I taped off there, it's going to be black, like the little trim and stuff. So should look a little better. Alright. So the back parts there are going to be black. Around the windows. That front little splitter will be black. Alright, let's get the black under there and then we can peel off the rest of these masks. Alright, got all the small pieces done. Got the car done. I still have the outer protective layer on here. I haven't peeled that off yet. But we got the black around the windows and stuff. Around the back window. Black on the inside. First I did the metallic green. 3 coats. First coat kind of light and then heavier coats after. And then I did a silver backing. Kind of makes the green pop. Gives it a nice metallic sheen. It'll look better once I pull the protective film off. But then after the silver, I went in and peeled off all the extra masking I did for the black areas around like the windows and things like that. The rear bumper and the rear part between the taillights. And a lot of other ones I seen had like the black going around the wheel wells and then like part of the side skirt. I didn't really like that too much. So I just kind of did my own custom thing. And then the front too, that little nub that was there, the little license plate bracket that cut off. It's going to look way better with a front mount intercooler there instead. Alright, then you can kind of see in the headlights how I did that silver and two-tone, and then the white stickers in the center for the lenses. I have to peel that off still. But yeah, I'm going to peel off all the protective film on all the smaller pieces and see how they turned out. Alright, got all the stickers and stuff taken off of here. The canards, headlights, the taillight buckets. See, it turned out pretty good. The 4 lenses on the top are clear. And then the strip on the bottom is silver. And then the two-tone silver and black for the headlights. Should look pretty cool. Alright, now I'm going to take off all the window masks. I got all the little side marker, tail lights, window masks, all that off. Now is to take off the protective layer. Ooh, shiny.
Wow!
Yeah, that green turned out amazing. Wow. I don't know if the camera's doing it justice, but the metallic green with the silver as the back, and then black backing that. Almost looks like a candy green. Get you some closer shots here. Yeah, I think this thing turned out awesome. And I didn't use any of the stickers, the black around the windows and the lip. I just used some masking tape and taped them off, and then did the layers of color like I said. First the green, then the silver, then pulled the masking off for the black, and then sprayed everything black. So yeah, this thing, that green, man. Stay tuned for other videos where I'll be doing some more mods. I will be doing a custom LED kit for all the tail lights and side markers and headlights and all that. So stay tuned for that. But let me know what you think, how it turned out. I like the solid color, and then I can always add in some decals on the side, do like a drift livery. That way I can peel them off and do different liveries if I want. Alright, let's see what it looks like on the car. Yeah, this thing turned out awesome. The green and the black. Excuse my fingerprints. But yeah, this thing, those wheels too, the fitment is actually pretty good. Yeah, now I gotta decide what kind of decals and what livery I want to do. And I'm still trying to decide if I want to do the wing or not. Just not entirely sure yet. See if I can get it to stay there. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I could just double side tape it for now. Yeah, I kind of dig the way it looks with that duckbill spoiler. Could always do the big wing, as long as I get some thin enough double-sided tape so there's not really too big of a gap there when you stick it down. Yeah, that green looks really cool. Alright, let me know down in the comments if I should do this wing or a big wing or no wing. Alright, well I think I'm going to end it here. I think it turned out really good. Of course I'm going to add a couple little details here and there. I'm going to put on the little Z badges and the Nissan emblems, and that's the only stickers I'm going to use. And I ordered some E6000, I think it is, that glue, so I can attach the magnets. So then I can get this thing attached and start drifting. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you on the next one.